Welcome to the Callaway Bay inside of Roger Dunn, Santa Ana. You've probably seen the Elite line released already on the embargo. It's now in store, ready to get fit. This video is to help you understand which of these drivers is going to help you play your best golf. I'm here with Grant, who's a product fitting and training specialist for Callaway Golf. Thanks for coming, mate.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.
He's going to explain everything we need to know about these heads. We've also got a kind of superhuman over here, Alex, who's going to hit some golf balls for us. He's a big machine. He's going to hit this thing at like 130 mile an hour, so it's going to be some fun in the testing bay. The other cool thing about this piece is we're lucky enough to have a golf course nearby that we can get Alex out onto to test these products from the fitting bay onto the golf course to see real world results. All right, Grant, let's jump into the technology, the new features and benefits of the Elite line. We'll start from max fast and work our way up to where we're going to end with Alex.
Yes, let's talk about it. Some great stuff coming out this new year. So let's start with the max fast. It's adjustable. That's the first main thing that jumps out to us. In terms of other technology within this head, aerodynamics is the biggest piece. With that thermo-forged carbon, aerospace grade carbon, that's helped us a lot in terms of what we could do weighting-wise and help with launch and spin characteristics. Now, the other big deal with this lineup is the face. So we have more control points, calling it the AI 10X face. So now we got more control points in terms of mishits. The face is more robust. So if you're hitting it off the heel, toe, ball speed, launch, and spin should be as similar as if you were to hit it dead center. The max fast in particular is for players, though, that are more moderate swing speeds, you could say. So the head is a little bit lighter, comboed with a lighter shaft and grip. So hopefully you may notice a little bit more club head speed, ball speed, and therefore distance. All right, moving on to the Elite X, replacing the Max D model. Very similar in terms of characteristics where it is draw bias. Now, the other cool part is that it is adjustable as well. That is new for us. So you do have a neutral setting as well as you can make it more draw bias, putting that weight more towards the heel. Moving into the Elite, that's our core model replacing the Max. Very neutral in terms of shot shape. It's not draw, not fade bias. Again, has the APW weight. You can see slightly modified there as well. And then the triple diamond is for those players more neutral, a little bit of fade bias. So seeing that left to right, a little smaller, 450cc. It's got a nice gloss finish, so it looks great indoors and out on the course. So it's going to be exciting for Alex to hit these and see what happens.
Yeah. In our fitting environment, it kind of doesn't make sense for this guy. I mean, we're talking PGA Tour level and above speed to be testing max fast or the X.
Very true.
This is really for, like you said, force limited, moderate swing speed player. We're looking at here for somebody who really needs to draw the ball, and really that's not the category that he's in right now.
Exactly.
So we're going to focus on the core and the triple diamond model in our fitting session.
Yes.
Starting off, we've already managed to capture some of Alex's initial gamer, and he's hit a few shots out there, which hopefully you can see right now. Our goal is to see what these two models can do in comparison and dial them in as best as we can to give Alex the best performance with the Elite product.
It's going to be fun.
So let's start off with the core product and get him to hit it with exactly the same golf shaft and see how we go.
Let's do it.
Okay, Alex, this is the Elite core model. We've set it up kind of the same as your gamer, and let's hit a few.
Cool.
Whew. So Grant, he's come from a triple diamond smoke.
Yes.
What would you expect to see with the Elite core versus the model that he's playing right now?
Great questions. We may see a few different things here. So for one, it is a bigger head, 460cc. So with that higher MOI, a little bit more forgiving, so more stable through the impact zone. So hopefully a little better with mishits. Now the other thing too, in terms of CG, is it is neutral in that max, but compared to the triple diamond, which that CG is more towards the toe, Alex may be able to turn this over a little bit more, so maybe a little straighter or a C more right to left anyway. And then in terms of spin, it may be a little bit higher spinning as well compared to the triple diamond.
Right, just having that CG a little further back.
Yes, exactly.
Alex, what are your first impressions? You know, you've come from a smaller CC head to this, and also got that really, I mean, I like that carbon on top of this model. How do you feel?
It looks good. The size definitely doesn't bother me. I don't mind the 460. I really like the contrast between the front of the crown and the back mat, so it's really helpful with alignment.
Nice.
That's good.
And we did see just on that initial shot there, it's nice to see a guy at this speed, 127 mile an hour club speed, be able to hit a fade and keep it on the golf course.
Exactly.
But we saw those RPMs jump up, right? 3,700 on that last shot.
Yeah, Alex has got some great speed, so he's going to create a lot of spin. The max model is not necessarily helping there, but it is keeping him in the fairway, which is a big deal.
And this is it. We are we're going to use our technology here to our advantage to get the CG in the right place, get those RPMs in the right place. That was a great shot, 181 ball speed, 10 degrees of launch. It's just the RPMs that are holding you back from your distance potential.
Yep.
But you could probably attest to this. At your club speed, are you really searching for yardage right now?
No, just keeping the ball flight under control, and yeah, a lot of times that has to do with the spin. But yeah, I don't want to see it ever spike up too high. But yeah, just keeping it in play and taking advantage of my light, but not needing any more.
Yeah, I think we've got a lot of tools in the arsenal today with the, especially moving into the next model when we do, getting the CG in the right spot and that new 10X face.
Yes.
Really making sure that it does the best for your golf swing attributes.
And the other cool feature of the Max Head, which we may have forgot to mention, is in the whole lineup, the family is aerodynamics. So Alex may even notice, compared to his gamer, with the change in aerodynamics, an uptick in combat speed, which may turn into a little bit more ball speed as well. And the other great thing, don't forget about, is the APW. So you have that in your arsenal as well, depending on the player's goals, if they want a little bit more fade or draw bias as well.
And this is the weight track on the back.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, 13-gram weight there. It's got some throw, so it does do some damage. So it can help players out for sure.
Well, I think this is a good example of what this model does, but I think it's time to get you into something that's going to perform even better, which is the Elite Triple Diamond.
Let's get to it.
Before we let Alex hit a few, we did some work off camera to save you time watching a really long video. We dialed it in for him. Just give us an idea of what you did to make this work.
Yes, so with Alex here, he's a player who's looking for a little left to right. As we saw at the Max a little bit, did create some spin there. So twofold here with this triple diamond's fantastic for Alex. As we talked about a little bit earlier, the CG's a little more towards the toe, so neutral to fade bias. That's going to help him to see the left to right and eliminate that left miss for him. And then two, CG more forward, bringing down that spin. So hopefully we see that as well. And then deep dive a little bit more into what we did to kind of save some time, as Jack mentioned. So we did lower the loft, triple diamond 8, we even went -1 there, and flipped the weights, 14 in the front, 2 in the back there to help really shave some spin.
Yeah, so this thing is really like a tour player's setup you're going to get to try right now. Just tell us your first feels out of the gate. You've obviously got a really different crown here. We've gone from that matte carbon to that gloss. What do you think of that?
Now seeing this, I definitely like the gloss a little bit better, a little more familiar to me. But yeah, I like the look. 10 cc smaller, but the proportions look good and it doesn't look intimidating at all.
Nice. First one out the gate there wasn't your best strike, but we got that spin right under control, 2700.
Yeah. And that AI face working hard there, still in the fairway even for a miss hit.
Yeah. And that's hard to do at 127 miles an hour.
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, this is kind of that shot that we're trying to fight, and certainly with that open face that Grant set you in there, it's going to help, fight against that face shutting down all the time. We've killed spin, we've increased ball speed.
Certainly.
We're just waiting for you to, really find your groove here and hit that middle.
That was a better strike there, 1.46 efficiency.
Yep. This is really nice.
There you go.
A little fade, we like to see that. And that's what you prefer your miss to be, just down that right side?
Definitely. Starting a little left or starting middle, cutting back to the right.
I mean, that's incredible. 182 ball speed, 11.5 degrees of launch with a really neutral angle of attack and 2,400 RPMs. Like, that's golf.
Yeah, really great swing.
Nice. I like that shot.
Solid.
And you can see here that we're picking up on the down range with that total distance. Once we do start getting the ball speed in a more consistent place, the launch up a little bit, which is tough when guys hit down on it. Yes. And that spin down, you do pick up that downrange distance. Like I said, it's really finding out and getting this thing as tight as we possibly can. So that 450 cc's is not a million miles away from 460 either, right?
Exactly, yeah, not too far off.
Yeah. And that's great. If we can force you to that miss down that right side, we definitely want to keep that. Eliminate the left side of the golf course.
Exactly.
And it's something different for these low spin models. A lot of low spin models in the past have not been that adjustable, right?
That's true. And also I would say with that, not as playable.
Right.
In a sense. Sub-Zeros in the past, and now we've called them triple diamonds, and they're getting better and better every single year to be more forgiving across the face. And there's perfect examples right here. Alex is a great player, but even just slightly miss hits, all these have been relatively in play, and you can even see side spin here, nothing extreme.
Right. And we've got to talk about the 10x face. Like 10x, what does that really mean? You're feeding all this data into a supercomputer, robot swings, human swings. And this is really only looking at people really in Alex's category that are swinging hard. They need to reduce spin. They might be striking it nearer the center with now crazy path conditions, which is what the other faces are designed for in the line.
Exactly.
So this is really tailored to him before it's even been dialed like we just did.
For sure. Yes, you make a great point in the face with the AI technology, but it's only as good as the people that know are inputting the data into it. But we've utilized the past few years. It's been fantastic. So we're really excited for Elyte in this upcoming year. Should be really good.
Yeah. Well, let's review the data compared to his gamer and see if we picked up anything on the back end of distance and look at those RPM changes and see what we got.
Let's dive deep into it.
Okay, Grant, Alex, let's just take a look over these numbers. Table's the easiest way to do it. We're looking at the gamer, and we look at the averages from the gamer to where we ended up in the Elyte Triple Diamond with some adjustments. We're skipping over the core. Wasn't really the right fit for him, so we'll make some direct comparisons. We got exactly the same amount of average launch, which is great. He's not going to see a trade-off in that start height off the face, but we've seen drastic 600 RPMs, 5 to 600 RPM drop in spin.
Huge difference.
So downrange, I mean, you talked about control right at the beginning of this session. You want to see that spin under control. This Triple Diamond Elyte's got you there. The other thing that we've seen is an average of 3 miles an hour ball speed. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but really that turns into a little bit when you look at the back end of carry. So we saw the average at 318, that's 17 yards longer. That's not just through ball speed, that's through the launch staying in the same window, the RPMs coming down, and the ball traveling a bit faster.
Exactly.
Everything coming together for you there. And also those RPMs being a little lower means when it hits the deck, it's not digging in as much. You're going to get a little more kick out of it depending on where you play. So this really is a great option. Good job.
Now, got a great player, so it makes it easy.
Right. The other thing we looked at is dispersion here. We saw that, none of that hook coming in. We just saw kind of little pulls or fades, which is part of that open face.
Yep.
Well, that was some pretty awesome results for Alex in the fitting bay. Hopefully that gave you a great idea of where to start when you come in for your fitting for the brand new Callaway Elyte Driver lineup. Touching on them again, the Max Fast for your moderate swing speed player, lighter weight package, helps build a little bit of club head speed.
Exactly.
Elite X, we've got all the draw capability in the world.
Yep, trying to eliminate that right-hand side.
Right-hand side, which happens out there. The core model, which is your kind of mid-range for everyone, mid-spin forgiveness.
Yep, up the gut model, 80% of golfers, forgiveness, the whole package in there.
And all that adjustability in the back rail there.
Exactly, that APW, use it to your advantage.
And then for those high spin guys, we've got the Elyte Triple Diamond with that gloss crown finish, slightly smaller CC, really knocking down spin for that player who needs to keep flight under control.
Exactly, beautiful look with the gloss finish, nice shaping, and players like Alex here with some speed, I want to see a little left to right and knock down some spin.
Alex, hopefully you're confident in seeing those numbers, having that experience, and I think we're ready to take this to the golf course. Let's see what it does out in the real world. Okay, so this is the finish off your day of Callaway Elyte Fit-In. We're out here at the awesome Black Gold, it's golden hour at Black Gold. We're going to put the Elyte to the test. We're on the 5th hole here. It's actually into the wind, so it's the perfect test today to test the spin rate on the driver, right? We saw those RPMs a little higher than what we'd want with your gamer. So we're going to start with hitting that. And obviously hitting the fairway is going to be paramount. Any kind of spin is going to flare it up in the air and kick it offline. So let's hit the gamer first, and then we'll put the Elyte out there and see if we can carry it by those 15 or 16 yards that we gained in the bay.
Sounds good, let's do it.
This is a 449-yard hole, which should be a snack for a human like yourself. But today, into the wind, we need that low spin. So let's see what the gamer does, and then we'll hit the Elyte. All right, well, that's a great start line, just down the left edge. I'm gonna get some ball data here for you off GC Quad. You hit fairway. We got a 12 degrees of launch and 3,600 RPMs. All right, we knew that the spin was a little bit of a problem with your gamer, and that's what we challenged with the Elyte. Just lean into again, remind us what we did with the weight and the setup to knock that spin down.
Elyte Triple Diamond, 8 degree -1, so playing around to 7-ish, and then we flipped the weights, so 14 in the front and 2 in the back.
Right. All right, let's get to it. We had 12 degrees of launch, 3,600 RPMs, and 293 through the air. You did hit the fairway, so we're just looking to do the same, but with a lot more distance. Wow, completely different ball flight there. I mean, it's hard to see on camera, but that's maybe 20 foot lower. It's a huge difference. 9.1 degrees of launch, which is maybe a little low, but that spin rate's down at 2,700, and that gave you a total of 318 carry. So it's a real big change in distance. So a little bit of ball speed for sure, because that face is helping you out, but really the ballistics, especially into the wind today, that's a game changer.
Oh, big difference. 5 miles an hour more ball speed. Take that.
Yeah, there you go. It's huge. So
I'll take that.
Nothing else changed. It's still going to get you about 10 yards through the air, and we got the ballistic changes to go with it to double down on that distance gain.
Nice, yeah, I'll take that all day.
And you hit the fairway, and I think it's worth getting the camera up there and showing them how far there is between the first ball and the second ball. Let's do it. Well, these results were so good, we had to get in the fairway to actually see and experience them. We're going to pace up to that golf ball up there and state exactly how many yards it is. And don't get me wrong, you're not all going to get this gain. This is a product of high speed and taking advantage of ball speed and ballistics, but this shows you what can be done with the new Elyte Triple Diamond product. Let's pace it out. 20, we'll call it 20. Yeah. It was 20. You had some big
20.
legs on you. It might have been 20, might have been 22. But so 20 yards gain, awesome work. Awesome work from Callaway, obviously. Awesome work from you for getting it done today and hitting the fairway with both golf balls, but really taking advantage of that low spin, high ball speed with the Elyte Triple Diamond. Remember to book your fit in at worldwidegolf.com or head to a Worldwide Golf retail location to get fit for the Elyte Driver. Don't forget, Worldwide Golf is home of the 90-day, 100% satisfaction guarantee. Get there.